After working as a carer in the UK for 3 whole years, I saved up enough money and decided to visit my country, Nigeria. On reaching there, I met this beautiful lady. She liked me and I liked her too. We started dated for a while, and then we both agreed to get married. Our marriage was the talk of the town. Like, the whole village was shut down. It was a big ceremony. After our marriage, I went back to the UK and started processing her papers to join me as my dependent. When my wife's visa was granted, without wasting time, I booked her flight ticket. The day she landed at the Heathrow airport, I went to pick her up. When we got to the exit, I told her to wait while I booked us a taxi. She looked at me and asked, "Where is your car?" I told her that no, I don't drive. Driving in London is not easy as it's a busy place. Besides, there are easy access to public transport and they are all cheaper than driving. So I don't really need a car for now. She just said, I booked a taxi and we went home. On getting to my apartment, my wife discovered it was a shared apartment. She was like, "Where is your house? Is this where you stay?" I said, "Yes, I stay here, but since you are here now, we'll look for a 2 or 1 bedroom flat and move in." My wife couldn't take it. She started complaining, shouting that this is not what she signed up for. Before I knew what was happening, she started calling her people, telling them that her husband is not whom she thought he was, that her husband is not the real Odogu she thought he was. How we are managing a 1 bedroom shared apartment. From that day, there is nothing I do that pleases this woman. She must see a reason to complain. To the extent that she started disrespecting me, saying that thought I had a better job, house and cars, not knowing that I'm an ordinary carer. I remember telling her what I do even before marriage, but on getting to the UK, she changed. There is a friend of mine, he's also a colleague. I confided in him, told him what I've been passing through. Together, we came up with a plan. When I got back from work that day, I called my wife for a meeting. I said, "See, I have this huge amount of money saved up. Instead of renting a bigger apartment, why not use this money and buy a duplex in the heart of Lagos State, Nigeria? We can be using it to do Airbnb and it will be generating us money." My wife smiled. She said, "Yes, that's a good idea." I continued. "I've been in touch with an agent. In fact, I've seen a befitting one in a good location. The issue now is that my lawyer and the house agent said that one of us must come back home and sign the house documents. You know that I'm the only one working, and if I travel, it's going to affect my work. So I was thinking, I don't know if you can travel and sign and get the documents." With no hesitation, my wife said yes, I will go and sign the documents. I quickly bought her tickets for the next available flight. Finally, she left for Nigeria. When she landed Lagos, I told her to wait, that there has been an issue with the documents. They are trying to amend some things. 1 month later, she was still waiting for the house agent and my lawyer. Anytime she calls me, I still assure her that they will soon finalize everything. She should wait. 2 months, 3 months, she then realized that this is no longer about signing a document. She called me and started crying, asking if I've abandoned her in Nigeria. It took her this long to realize this. What she doesn't know is that the first week she landed in Nigeria, I called Home Office and requested that her name be removed from my visa. So now she can't even come back to the UK. 5 months later, she started calling my friends, pastor and church members, begging them to talk to me on her behalf. When they asked me, I told them the same thing. My wife went to sign some documents. She will come back when she's done. The only people that know the truth are my family and some close friends. Maybe now that she's in her father's house, she will feel better than staying in a shared apartment in the UK. Or what do you think? Did I do anything wrong? Guys, what do you think? Did he do the right thing?